Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. And on tonight's episode, we are over here at the chessboard, as you can see, and we also have a guildmate over here. Shaman has come over here, and he's been buffing us up, which has been incredibly nice of him.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
He was just asking in guild chat if anybody wanted any buffs, and Thoom over here mentioned that he loves buffs, and he just ran out here to give us some. Which, again, when you have a guild like that, when you have players who are engaged in being with other guildmates and other players just for the sake of spending some time with people, it's incredibly nice. So that's the guild you want to get into. You want to get into one that fits for your play style. And for me, because I love groups so much, it's nice to meet people like this, because I used to do this stuff all the time. When I had a high-level cleric, I'd be like, I'm kind of bored. I'm on a list for a whole bunch of rooms, and I got to teleport back to town because I needed to sell or something like that. And does anybody need any reses? And just let me know. I'll go ahead and try to teleport over to those zones and give you reses while I wait. And I would do that for a long period of the time, just to kind of be nice to people, because I realized with my Shadow Knight was my very first character. With my Shadow Knight, it was such a difficult job getting a res after you died that 99% of the time I didn't get one. And I would just lose out on all that experience. And at higher levels, that can be really, really painful. It would be like 10 or 15 hours of soloing with my Shadow Knight gone in one death that I would not get a res for because I just couldn't afford it. And so when I promised myself that if I ever did start a cleric, that I would make sure I wouldn't charge people for it. I would always give back, because it was such a pain to lose that much experience. Not in a pain as like, oh, I hate doing this because it's boring or something. No, it's painful in the sense that you feel it so much because it's so many hours that you played and got that sense of achievement, like, oh yes, I'm finally getting pretty far in this game, only to have it pretty much all taken away from you in the blink of an eye. Now, did you do that a lot with your tank?
What's that?
Go without getting reses, or could you always afford one?
My ogre, man. My ogre was my very first character, and I really don't remember doing a lot with him. I know that when I died, I had to make corpse runs, but it's been so long ago. I mean, it was literally when the game, like the first 2 months after the game came out, and I really don't remember a lot of it, dude. So with him, I can't tell you. And I only played him to level 30, and only when my best friend would let me play on his computer. So I didn't get to play with him a lot. So I can't tell you that, bro. I'm sorry. I know that my cleric gave a lot of reses, and I was always like, okay, if you can tip for the res, that's fine. But if you can't, then I'm just going to give you the res anyway. That's how my cleric worked it. And sometimes I got great tips, and sometimes I would run very far away to res somebody and not get anything. And it never bothered me, because I always make sure it was, tip if you can. If you can't, I'm still going to res you. So. Yeah,
that's the way it should be, because so many clerics back in the day gave just the class a really, really bad rap for a while, because in the early days, they didn't have a lot of clerics. They didn't have a lot of any class that was really that high, and clerics that got their epics was even, a rarer situation. And so when they gave their stuff, or when they came into a zone and said, oh, I'm rezzing, but I'm charging like 400 platinum, obviously right then and there, everybody just gave them this, just like, you suck, right? Like, come on, I understand it's hard to get to that point. You want to make money, but 500, 400 platinum is just ridiculous, right? Like, tips, I understand, and most people would actually tip rather well, because they realized how hard it was to get it if they had the money to do it. But sometimes you just don't have the money, and you're about to die.
Oh, I'm gonna die, yeah.
Let me go ahead and heal you up a little bit. I don't have too much power, unfortunately. Probably should have been meditating more than I've been attacking. Ah, crap.
That's alright. Did he leave?
He might have.
We may live.
How close is he?
Nah, he's at 19%, so you keep healing me, and I think
that's my last heal right there, man.
Oh, okay, I'm dead.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Let me get up there, Malia. Maybe I can help with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be close.
Kill him! There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, nice. Let's back up a little bit. I got Chloroplast on, so you should have it as well. If you just sit down for a second or two, that should go back up rather quickly, because Chloroplast is incredibly nice at higher levels, and at lower levels, it's just amazing.
Yeah. That's the reason. I think that's the reason we lived, is because
Do you have any bandages?
I do.
So
I'm
we can go ahead
Yeah, I'm
and...
gonna bandage myself.
I got some as well. We can go ahead and use that. Should work on my skill, I guess, a little bit. It's really not that important for a shaman to know bind wound. You know, if you're binding wound, chances are you could just be sitting down meditating and using the power you get from that as a heal. But you know, if you're gonna make this your main character, you want all your skills max level, because that's just something you're gonna want. It's just kind of like this pride moment where you just never know in this game what's gonna be used and what's not. And after a certain point, when you start going into rage, you're just like, I need to make sure all my skills are maxed, just in case it ever comes up. I don't look like a complete noob saying, oh, I never used that skill for any reason. And they're like, really? You got through this whole game never using that? And there will be situations where you will do that, and you remember that feeling. You're just like, I don't want to do that again. So I'll work on it. It's a boring thing. It's something you can get up rather quickly as well. You can go to a zone and have something beat on you for a little while, zone it over, sit there and bind wounds, zone back, and get that same mob that's like right there at the zone entrance. It's really not that big of a deal to find stuff like that. So you'll see people do that from time to time. You'll see them zoning in and out over and over again, getting hurt, and you run up to them and toss them a heal or help them, you know, kill the mob or something like that, and they'll be like, oh, thank you for helping, but now I gotta wait for that stupid thing to respawn. Is basically because you didn't know what they were doing. But I'm not telling you not to help people out, because chances are most of the time when you see somebody in a situation like that and they're going down in life and the creature's still at full life, if you go over there and help them out without trying to kill still the target itself, sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes to save them, you're just going to steal more life from it than they are, and you're going to get the experience from it. In those situations, what I would do is I would save them, because, you know, otherwise it's a pain in the butt for them to run back. Save them and then leave the corpse there and let them have it. They didn't get the experience from it, but maybe if they're there for some other reason, a quest, you know, mob that spawns something that they need, you know, the item may be on the corpse, or maybe they're just there for the cash and, you know, they kind of forgo the experience that one time and they appreciate the help. They definitely do that, but they still kind of want the cash as well. And so just as a nice little treat, I'll leave that there for them and forgo it, because again, that wasn't really my mob. I didn't really take the hits. He was taking the hits. He took all the damage. I just kind of came in and finished it up. And usually, if you're even able to do that, it's a pretty low-level mob. Oh, he's back again.
Cool.
I think he's tossing you regenerate. There you go. I begin to regenerate. So he's just refreshing chloroplast. Now these mobs over here usually come in about about 2 at a time, right? That's kind of what we've been getting. Oh, we got a pop back here. Yep. I did night. Now he's red. Holy crap! Oh man, look at your life. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I'm not even at 20%. Yeah. Maybe he can toss a heal on you or something. Oh man, I'm out of power. Let me go ahead and meditate a little bit. Or do you want me to get up there and beat on it?
Nah, yeah, get up in here and beat on it with me, dude. You got that little weapon, so we may be alright.
You think so? You're already at 54%, man.
Well, I was at 62. I didn't let myself heal up all the way. So we're actually going to kick this guy's face in. It's looking like to me.
Maybe. I mean, he's at 51%. Oh, yeah, okay, we got it.
Yeah,
Between
yeah,
the two
we got
of us.
this. With you beating on him and me beating on him, ain't no problem.
That's it, because we have really good weapons at this stage.
Yeah, yeah. ZK really helped us out. Shaman Jammin's helping us out. This guild is turning out. Guys, Blackheart pirates are not full of Blackhearts. They're full of really nice guys.
Yeah, definitely one of the nicest guilds that I've met on the server so far. And that weapon you're using isn't the ZK one, is it?
Yeah, that's... Oh, no, that's the one that Zukalis gave us. Thanks again, Zukalis, dude. And he was the one that was power leveling us the last time, guys. And I've got a disease, brother, if you can, as soon as mana permits.
Yeah, let me toss that on you real quick. Nope, don't got enough power for it. Now, when you have disease on you, your life will go up dramatically slower, but there's not a whole lot you can do about that unless you happen to have somebody who can cure it. And for my cleric anyways, I kind of bypass that spell because it's not something that's used all that often. But when it is needed, it's very noticeable when you don't have it. And I got all the way over to Unrest without it because I didn't have the cash to buy it when I, you know, leveled up, and I just forgot to go back and get it. Ah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Got a little bit little bit of lag tonight. I don't know why. I get just a little bit every once in a while here and there. But, yeah, overall, I would say this server probably, what do you think, about 95% of the time has no lag? I haven't really run into it all that often.
He wants us to move.
Move over where? Because the creatures don't spawn here as often as you might like, but if we didn't have all these buffs on, they'd be spawning fast enough, most likely, probably a lot faster than we would prefer. We'd probably only be able to take on 1 or 2 here and there. To be honest, that last one that was red, I don't think we would have been able to take that on without all the buffs that we have.
Yeah, we would have gotten our butts kicked, especially if you hadn't helped me, if you'd have just sat and meted. Because your weapon is very, very nice, dude. So mine and your damage both together carried us through that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it is 8 damage, 20 delay, which is really, really nice at this level. Pretty much all the way up to around 30. You're probably not going to find a better weapon off of any of the mobs that you're hunting. There will be a few zones here and there that if you know about and you know where the mob is, you might be able to go over there and find something that could maybe top this one, but I doubt it. You know, this is pretty nice for our level, unless you have a twink. You know, if you have a high-level character and you're making your character out to be outfitted as much as you possibly can for the money that you have, then you could probably find better. But as a gift, just out of the blue for our class, I mean, that's an amazing thing right there. Plus, it has 3 strength, which is always welcomed on pretty much any class, because again, the higher the strength you have, the more stuff you can carry. And as soon as we start getting some weight reduction backpacks, that probably won't be as big of an issue, but right now, we just have a regular backpacks. And I remember weight was such an issue back in the day that immediately upon making a new character, I would rush over to Lower Gut and get that Swiss Sewing Evil Eye bag. Just so that I could have, I think it was like 60% or 75% weight reduction, and it carried like really large items. I have not been to Crushbone in ages. I remember like the back of my hand. So he wants to go over to Crushbone?
I think so.
It just astonishes me how many people in this guild are so willing to go and power level somebody.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm all for
Let's
it.
go.
I guess.
Okay.
So I guess we're not going to be here at the chessboard for too long, guys. Although that's probably a good thing because I think we're a little young to be over here.
Yeah, the repop is so agonizingly slow. Let me pull this last pawn.
Well, it's not really that slow. Like I said, if we were just killing a little slower, which we would be doing if we didn't have all these buffs for sure.
Yeah, if it was just me and you, and plus we'd be leaving ones behind because I would not have pulled that red guy.
Yeah.
If Shaman Jammin hadn't been here.
And we're not that close to the entrance. I mean, we're not that far away from it either, but unless you have Spirit of the Wolf, I don't see you making that run with one of these guys on you and surviving it. Like that's going to be a really long run.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is he casting on us right now?
So, it looks like.
So, I thought it was Sal.
That's your mouth.
It's Spirit of the Pig, right?
Spirit of the Pig. No, that would be Sop. Or Soap.
Soap. Oh, no, because you said Sal, right? You said Sal is the pig, so there you go.
Sal is a pig, dude. Yeah, I think it's a female pig. I'm not certain. Don't quote me on that, but Sal is definitely a term used for a pig.
I don't know, guys. We're just going to call it Spirit of the Wolf to avoid any of those confusions.
No, man, you guys either call it like we do, or we will come find you.
Yeah, out of the billions of people on the planet, we'll somehow track you down. I don't think so.
Yeah, my druid will have track eventually. So
I think they'd have better luck tracking us down, and that's even a scarier thought than us finding them.
We're just kidding. You guys call it what you want to. I'm gonna call it so because me and my friends, since 1999, I've called it so. So, I mean, I know so is SEW. I know that's how it is, but like I said, that's me and my friends. We always called it so because we didn't want to call it Sal.
Just call it Smelly Feet. It looks like a big shoe with like this smell coming off of it.
Yeah, Spirit of the Wolf is the correct terminology, but who wants to go ahead and say Spirit? I mean, we minimize it for a reason because we're lazy. Okay.
Well, you're lazy. I'll call it Spirit of the Wolf. Spirit of the Wolf, guys, every time. In fact, I'll do all 3 because that's what I've been doing lately. So if you take a left and you follow this wall, we can get over to Crushbone a little quicker.
All Alright, let's do it.
Now, you don't really want to go all the way down to the corner if you can help it, because what's going to happen is we're going to go straight down this route, and we're going to hit a corner and then turn right. So you can kind of cut across that a little bit by leaving the wall and just kind of heading off in this direction. You will eventually hit the wall anyways, but you'll cut off a fair decent amount of the corner if you think of it as a box or a rectangle.
Hold on just a second, dude. Don't leave me.
Did you put on your numlocks to do your auto run? Or do you have auto run on?
I do not have auto run on.
Where are you at?
I'm still running along the wall.
Wait, turn around, turn around.
Okay.
There you go. Go running over here. Straight. To the right, to the left, to the left, to the left.
To the left, okay, alright.
Now target me. And do /follow.
Okay. I'm not gonna, I was just... I was just typing in guild.
Yeah, but if you do /follow, that will put you on a auto lock onto my character.
Yep, and I won't lose you.
You won't lose me unless I run across a tree that you get stuck on, or I run through hot lava, or go across a ravine that then you're still lagging behind, and instead of going across it to the left and going around it, you just go run through it and kind of get snagged on ice or on the shore or something like that. So it's not exactly foolproof. The guy in front has to be very careful, and he has to know that you're on follow and try to, like this, if I could just cut across that tree right now, he would run into the tree because he'd just be running straight and be like, oh, there he goes. And
what do you call that? What do you call that?
What?
When you do that to somebody?
Being a jerk, I guess?
We used to call it scraping them off.
Oh, I guess it could be. I mean, you know, if somebody's on follow on you anyways, it's because they're in your group and you're leading them there. Like, you're taking the time to do that. So I don't really see any reason to make it harder on yourself, because that's exactly what you're going to be doing is, you know, eventually you're going to get that tail saying, I lost you. And you're going to have to run back and try to find them in some weird location that they got, you know, because they may have gotten lost and then run off in another direction. And so now you're having to find them over there. And we're actually getting pretty close over here to Crushbone. Let's see.
Right.
Let's see if anybody's here. No, all the mobs are up. What level are they to you? Blue?
Blue.
Yeah, go ahead and kill them. I'll go ahead and med up while you do all the work. And I just sit back and get all the experience. Because that is the life of a healer. I love it. Love sitting back, letting everybody else do the work. At least into a higher level when you kind of have to do a lot of the work yourself with the curing and the buffing and the healing and then just sitting back having conversations in group. Because that's a job in its own right, guys. A lot of people don't want to do that. They, you know, you're getting to groups and nobody says anything for like 4 hours. Somebody has to take the initiative and get it started. And that's constantly what I do when I'm not on camera. Wow, I'm getting a... In fact, it's frozen right there.
Really?
Yeah, well, it came back right there. It's weird. Are you getting any lag tonight?
No, actually I'm not. I was getting plenty of lag earlier today, though.
Yeah, so, I mean, it just may be my connection tonight or something. I don't know. But I love the effect on the fire over here. So, there was a fire, I'm told, over in Unrest in the fireplace room. But they took it out because there was some kind of bug with shamans allowing themselves to shrink down, go into the fire, and they would cast some spell that would basically overload the zone, and the zone would crash. And because somebody kept taking advantage of that and doing it for whatever reason, they had to take the fire out of the game to stop people from doing that. Yeah, it's one bad apple, man.
Yeah, that's just wrong. Come loot this other Centurion, sir.
Why, what does he got?
I don't know.
Let's see, might as well get this one over here as well. Now, he may not give experience because he didn't attack, and chances are that's going to be the case.
Yeah, he's green, so...
But he does have a chance of dropping the belt just the same, so...
True that, very true that.
And those belts give you awesome experience. Maybe too good, in my opinion. If you haven't played this game before and you want to go through it kind of the way you should... I hate using the way you should because there's really no correct way to play this game, but the more time you can spend getting to know your character, the better off you're going to be when you get to a higher level versus somebody who leveled so quickly that they never really learned how to heal and the downsides to aggro. Because at higher level, there is a steeper learning curve and there's more of a penalty for the mistakes that you make. So I would highly suggest making all those mistakes at a lower level than making them at a higher level because it's just so costly. And you know, the groups are going to learn that. They're going to see that, you know, hey, this guy's not very knowledgeable on his class. Probably not the greatest tank to pull in there. And for the most part, they're not going to keep you out of a group just because you're an average tank. But if you're a horrible tank, yeah, I can see them definitely keeping you out of the group.
Something I do not want to be is a horrible tank.
Let's go ahead and toss this guy an invite. He can go in there with us.
You can get some PL.
There we go. Let's go a little further into the zone. I'll let you talk to him while we're on camera. That way. There we go.
No way, dude. I'm not talking to anybody.
Rat, somebody just got to 41.
In the guild?
Yeah. Nice.
Send them some grats down the pipe, man.
Zerb, I think is his name. This sounds like a pet's name. You know, they're one of those freaky, like, long, drawn-out names that is just like, where did the computer come up with that thing?
Kino Barbital or something like that.
No, that sounds like a drug company right there.
Xenotab.
No idea where they come up with that stuff.
Yeah, that's probably just random. No, it's not randomly generated because it's got the right amount of vowels and consonants. So.
Ooh, we got a little train going on here. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? No, he made it. He made it. But now we get the ads over here. Let's see how many people are in the zone.
Good.
Not very many actually. Only 7 players, and 3 of them are our group. So pretty slim pickings tonight. Actually, 4 of them because we do have Shaman Jammin with us. Oh, we got another train there. Ooh, Legionnaire. Go ahead and grab that Legionnaire, guys, so we can kill that off. Probably can. Probably. Oh, and he's almost dead as well, so we're going to get all the experience for this. Wow.
Somebody did all the work.
We're going to reap all the reward on that one.
We're going to reap all the rewards, yep.
That is why it's kind of nice if you have a group like this at a zone entrance and somebody pulls all this stuff to you. Of course, it sucks because this doesn't normally happen that often. Like, you can't really count on trains coming to you and then being able to handle it. Most of the time, any train whatsoever is going to be, you know, unwinnable no matter who you are and what group you have, because it's going to be so many mobs that it's just going to completely overwhelm. And if you're in the zone, you what?
Did you notice if we got experience for that?
I didn't. Why, did he kill something? Is he attacking it?
I think he's just doing it to get
faction?
Yeah, to get faction.
Well, you didn't get it.
Oh yeah, we're getting experience.
Yeah.
We're getting experience.
So loot up, man. You need to get yourself another one of those Lego shoulder pads, and we need to make sure we don't leave any belts behind.
Yeah. Make sure you loot all that.
Well, you gotta keep up with it too, man.
Oh no, I'm over here killing, dude. I'm doing a real.
Let's see. Oh, we got a couple belts there, man. Not too bad,
Look
actually.
At this. Yeah, save me some because I'm gonna be killing. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pick up your share.
Holy crap, dude.
He's gonna keep going and grab more. So just kill the ones we got over here. He'll come back with them. And maybe he'll go up there and get the trainer as well if it's up. That would be kind of cool loot. He's gonna pull the whole zone on his butt. So
yeah, I'm not sure if I can kill the trainer. Well, no, the trainer I might be able to, but if he goes to get Lord Danish or whatever his name is, Lord, I need a Danish.
Just make sure when he comes back with all of them, you stay away from him until he stops. Otherwise, when he runs past you, some of them may aggro onto you, and I don't think you're going to be able to take like 40 creatures at once, like he is. We got some over here as well, some green ones. Go ahead and pull that while we're at it.
Where's he at, dude?
He's on the other side of the bridge. He's going to pull it back to us. He went right across that bridge.
He zigged when I should have zagged.
Yeah, we can go over there and meet him. He's going to be running over here anyways. And he cleared up the corpses for that one guy to get his corpse back. Or, I mean, he cleared up the mob so he can get his corpse back. Wow, look at all this stuff over here. Nope, can't loot those either.
Holy crap.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, he's just bringing everything, dude.
Nice, here we go. Let's see how many there are.
Oh, wow, dude.
Be careful, don't get too much aggro, man. Just pick one and start attacking. Oh, he got some slavers in there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, this is the way it should be done right here. This is good experience.
Where are you at? Why are you out of the zone? Oh, yeah, you're bugged or something, man.
Why, am I out of the zone on yours?
It's showing me, yeah, you're out of zone.
That happened last time with us, where you were out of our zone on the last. Where were we? We were over there in Blackborough, weren't we?
Yeah, something like that.
So that's been happening lately, but that was not a thing before. I would say about a week ago. So maybe one of the patches they did has changed something. Might have to send that in as a bug report. If any of you guys are watching and you know if that is a known bug or not, let us know. If not, we'll send it in and maybe they can fix that. I did catch it once on camera on my end. Now it's happening to Thoom over there on his end. Of course, he's not recording at the moment, so we can't send that in. But, you know, we do have at least one, so they can see what we're talking about. And it's kind of weird.
Leave a comment if you're a developer or somebody and you know why my sense heading button isn't working at all. Period. It doesn't work. I mean, I've been pressing it for days and I haven't seen it scale up once. Because I'd really like to see that scale up so I don't get lost so much.
You actually have it bound to one of your keys as well, right?
No, I unbound it to see if that would work because you told me that I should make a new one and I tried that, so. And that didn't work either. So I don't know what's going on, man. It's crazy. But I literally press it every time it pops up, especially when I'm in combat. And it's not working and I'm sad.
Yeah, it definitely does suck. I mean, it shouldn't be the case. What is this guy doing? Well, he's even level to us. Go ahead and toss him an invite.
Yeah, man. Might as well get everybody in on the skill.
Yeah, I mean, we're killing all the mobs here, so if we don't do it, they're really not going to be able to find very much to kill. And it's just kind of unfair to take up all the mobs in the zone if there's people here wanting to kill them. And so at least this way, we can pull everything and we're not taking anybody off. Everybody gets experience. Everybody has a good time. And in the end, if the other guy leaves and he's no longer power leveling us, we still have a group going, you know? And so...
Yeah, we can still keep going.
Yeah, so...
Whoa, what the heck? Whoa, what?
What happened?
Oh, okay. I just disappeared off the screen along with everything else for a second.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's lag.
So if you see anybody else, let me know. We can keep inviting them in here. But don't forget to loot up some of these bodies.
Yeah, because that will make lag.
Well, not just the lag, but there's always a chance of getting some belts off of these guys. Although I haven't gotten any belts in a while. Let's see. Nope. Nothing on that one. Ooh, check this out. Shackle key number 17 and a cloth shirt. Not bad. Nothing over here. Check those Legionnaire. Oh, he got them. Okay. Because those aren't ours. Those are somebody else's that we couldn't loot until a certain amount of time had gone by. Wow, none of these guys dropped any belts. Just coin, which is not bad, and a few little items here and there.
No, I'm happy. Is that bronze?
Spear.
Is that Halberd a bronze one?
Let me check. No, it's just rusty. You want it?
No.
Let's come over here and get these pawns while we're at it as well, guys. This is pretty good loot. I mean, just the money off of these corpses alone has, has given me quite a bit.
Yeah.
So where's he going now? Did he go up or did he go around?
He's going over to the wall. Going to the wall.
Somebody's a little litter bug dropping some grubs on the ground. Yeah. I bet it's the shaman. I don't know if they get forged, do they?
Who?
Shamans?
No, I'm not. I don't think so. If you're a race, I think. No, I'm not. See, I've never played a shaman before, so I really don't know. That's one of the classes I've never played, never really had any interest in playing because they're such a weak class.
Is he gonna
I'm
pull
just kidding, guys. I think he's gonna pull the throne room.
Holy crap. Way too high for us. But I guess if you don't get aggro, man, watch out. Those things are still all over the loose on that one. Ugh.
Oh, we're kicking the crap out of this yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get this Legionnaire, man. It's gonna be
get
rough.
The Legionnaire? I am not gonna taunt him.
No, don't taunt. You're gonna probably get aggro regardless, just from the damage. But yeah, he didn't get the Warlord. The Warlord's still running around, so that's good. Oh wait, there's a Necro? Somebody with a pet? Let's see who's all in this zone right now.
I don't know where you at. I'm gonna need some hills. Oh, never mind. He's got me.
There we go. Yeah. He probably had to put on like his most basic heal to use. Otherwise, it would just be like a waste of power at his level. Because he's like 50-something, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like 51 or something like that. Something crazy. Shaman Jammin', if you watch this video, dude, you are awesome. We thank you. It's a really cool experience.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to be power leveled. It's a different kind of experience in your game, but you know, we're gonna get a little bit higher, a little quicker than we probably would normally get otherwise. But yeah, it's because we've already played the game before and we have other characters. Oh, he's gonna let you die. Let me go ahead and toss you a heal.
He's not gonna let me die.
Well, I don't know if he's watching your life. Let's go ahead. Oh, okay, there he goes. He's gonna heal you. Oh, and he got hit. Did he get interrupted? I think he got interrupted. Holy crap!
It's all good.
Even at a higher level, man, you still get interrupted. It's crazy. These things are great to him. Oh yeah, that guy will drop some decent loot. It's not the greatest in the world, but then again, you're at a pretty low level zone, so you can't expect.
Oh ding!
Did you ding?
Yeah.
Nice, congrats, man. Let's see how close am I. I'm still 40% off. You must have got a lot of experience from those belts.
The day was crazy. It was a crazy lot, dude. I mean, I was scared inside because of it. I was like, this is scary. No, it was great, man. I mean, and it was like 3 or 4 blues per belt, dude. It was nuts.
That's exactly why they go for so much money, because just give them to an alt and you're just like boom, all the way up to level 5 in a matter of seconds. This guy has a lot of hit points. What are you hitting him for?
18, 17, 15. So anywhere from 10 to 20.
That's not bad. I can't really tell what I'm hitting him for. I should go into my options. What are the keys, maybe? Let's do spellcast target. No, what is it? Commands? Colors. I think it's colors. There we go. So you hit others.
3 hit points per level too.
I'm gonna change that to orange. Did it work? Am I just not hitting anybody? I don't think I'm hitting him. There we go. Yeah, I got him for 11 damage. Holy crap! Look at all the corpses on the ground, guys. Oh, finally got a belt too.
Daggone it!
What? There's nothing on the Warlord. Or did I loot something else? Nope, nothing on the Warlord. I don't remember seeing that, to be honest. I think the Warlord is supposed to always drop something. Isn't he?
No, I think there's always a chance that a name mob that's supposed to drop something will drop nothing. I've seen it happen way too many times to think otherwise.
Really? I thought it always had like the dirt loot, the common loot that nobody wanted, and you know, it might have just been like a rusty sword or something that it had, but it always had that common loot. And then it had the one that was a little bit more rare, and then of course the one that was like super rare. And sometimes it had like hundreds of things on its loot table that it could always have a chance of dropping, but I don't remember ever killing any name that never dropped anything. Where'd he go, you mean? Probably in the throne room. He's probably going to pull Devin here in a second. And there we go. He's pulling from the other side. No, he was pulling the slavers. Oh, man. Emissary, Legos. There's a couple oracles in there. I love our little group mate here. When he pulls, the guy goes as far back against the wall as possible. What are you attacking, the Legionnaire?
Yeah, Legionnaire.
Okay, I'll get on the same one as you. Now, in a situation like this, it'd be advisable to use the assist button just to make sure you guys are all attacking the same thing. Yep. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there for a very long time trying to needle these guys down, or whittle these guys down to no health and get the experience from it. But if you're all on a 1, of course you're doing 3 times the amount of damage, a little quicker, and sometimes getting the creature lower on his life will allow him to take hits a lot harder than he normally does. Kind of the same thing with you, but it's actually different for Thum here, who's a warrior. When he goes down, I think it's under 40%, right? You go into Berserk?
Yep.
And that allows him to dish out more damage. I don't know if he can take damage better, but I know he dishes it out a whole lot more when he's Berserk. So what clerics will tend to do when they have a warrior in their group, which is not a very common thing. I don't remember having, warriors as common as, say, paladins and shadow knights, to be honest. But when you did have one, what you would kind of do is let him get down to about 20% before you use your complete heal, so that he would have about 20 to 30% to play around with his Berserk, because it did make that big of a difference. And if you healed them too soon, some of the warriors would get mad and be like, hey, let me go Berserk for a little while, or better off just don't heal me at all.
Because you're critical. You're critical a lot more when you're below 50% health or below 40% health. I can't remember exactly what it is.
But I think it's 40. I think it's
Yeah, I think it's 42. I think you're right.
But it does make a big enough a difference where people will be like, I want that effect every single fight. It does make your job as a cleric a little bit more difficult, a little bit more stressful at times if you're not used to that. I'm still right over here next to you guys.
Oh, okay. You must be sitting back and healing because I don't see you in the fray.
No, I'm fighting. You said you can't see me because I'm bugged.
Oh, okay.
It was the same way.
On that Oracle.
Yeah, it was the same way with.
What button did you say change targets?
Tab, I think, will cycle through them, and then F8, I think, had something to do with it as well. It might target like the nearest one to you or something along those lines. It's been a long time since I've had to do any of those. And this Oracle will actually blind you, so highly suggest that you kill this guy first. Is he killing one of them? Oh no, he's just beating on it a little bit for us. I'm not doing very much damage to these guys. I'm missing.
Well, they're probably most of them are like yellow and red to us.
Oh yeah. I think all of them are like red. Oh,
yeah.
That one's actually even. There we go. I got a shoulder pad. Didn't even mean to loot, but went ahead and did it. Let's go ahead and get some of this other stuff.
Story.
Well, I was actually just trying to con the guys. I use my second mouse button most of the time to do that. You can always just hit the C button on your keyboard, which will do the same thing as well. Let's go ahead and loot these up while you guys, especially since you can't see me do it. I can just deny it later on.
I really can't see you, dude. That's crazy.
Come on, let me click on this guy. There we go. And we will go ahead and kill this one over here. I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. This has been a little bit of power leveling again over here. Again, we didn't really ask for, a power leveling, but the guild is so nice and so giving that just logging on is more than enough for them to be like, hey, anybody want any help? Anybody want to go do something? That's exactly the kind of guild that I love. Just the ones that do things together and go off and explore and spend some time together. So again, guys, we want to thank you for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave comments down below because we do love hearing back from you. Let us know what you think of the power leveling. Which one did you like the most, Monk or the Shaman? Pretty sure you're going to probably like the Shaman more because he, actually has buffs. But the Monk, was really, really good, and at higher levels...
really friendly, really great guy, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, as far as the class goes, I mean, yeah, they're both great people, but at higher levels, I've seen over in Oasis, the monks pulling the giants over to your group, pretty much destroying the giant and then feign deathing. And you get a lot of experience from that, because it's a level 35 mob that you're getting at, like, level 12. So there's just certain areas that different classes can really, really shine, and I think over here at such a low level, because we really can't dish out the damage very well, the Shaman has kind of shown to be like the superior power leveler. But at higher levels, I really think that the Monk will probably be, the one that you kind of want to get. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.